Yo, it's Jordan from JS Car Sourcing, yeah? We're here live in the Lamb. These are 5 things I like and don't like about this Urus. Let's go. The first thing I like about this Lamb is that it's a Lamb, yeah? You just can't beat it. It's the first SUV made by Lamborghini. You know, they stepped out their usual ballpark with it and they hit it out the park. Now the Lamborghini Urus is the most selling model that they sell. It outsells the Huracan and the Aventador. So everybody loves it. You know, you can't just walk into Lamborghini and get one. It's still overs right now, it's over market. So if you buy a Lamborghini out the market and drive off, you've made money already. So yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing I like about this Lambo is the double screen. Yeah, obviously it is a little bit of an Audi interior, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, Lamborghini did their little touch. It's got the carbon fiber. It's got, you know, the shift selectors from the other Lamborghinis like the Huracan. So yeah, it's a very, very nice place to be. I love it. The third thing that I like is that it's got the upgraded Bang & Olufsen sound system, yeah? As you can see over here, it's got these little tweeters, come have a look. It's got these tweeters that come up and rise up that gives the perfect sound quality when you're listening to your music. Yeah, when you're cutting through the ends, you've got the 4-pipe screamer, but you've got your music blasting out loud as well. I love it. The next thing I like about this Lamborghini is that it just looks like a spaceship, man. When you look at it, you're just like, it's a head turner. Everyone's stopping and staring like, rah. Even in this green color as well. Like usually there's not a lot of cars that can pull off green, but this, yeah, serious. The last thing I like about this Lambo, I ain't even gotta say it. You know, when she starts moving her head to the side and snapping like this, hey, you're in trouble, you know. Your girl's gone still, your girl's gone. But yeah, listen, that's 5 things that I like about this Lamborghini Urus. Now, the 5 things I don't like about this Urus, listen, it's Q8's cousin. Like, it looks like an Audi. It doesn't necessarily feel like an Audi, but it's Audi vibes, you know, Audi buttons, Audi this, Audi that. Now, Audis are obviously good cars, but when you're in a Lamborghini, you want to be in a Lamborghini. You don't want someone to be in a Q8 and it looks very, very similar to your car. So that's one of the drawbacks, to be honest with you. The next thing I didn't really like is that obviously it's a very fast car, but the turbo was lagging. Yeah, it's not until you get into like 3,000, 4,000 RPMs, 3,000k RPMs that, you know, you really feel the car pushing. You want it to be revving from lower down, you know, with like, I was in an AMG the other day, and with the turbos that they've got in the AMGs, it spools up a bit quicker, so you don't feel the turbo lag as much. So that's one thing I'd say is not the greatest with this Urus. The next thing I'm not really too fond about is, despite this being obviously Audi parts and stuff like that, the digital dashboard is not very configurable. Yeah, like there's not much you can do. At least on Audis you can get full screen of the maps. I don't know if it wasn't working for me or what, but you know, it's very limited to what you can see. If you put it in Corsa or sports mode, then yeah, it might change a little bit. But apart from that, it's not very configurable. Like at least in the Audi, which this has come from, you know, it's a bit of a difference. But yeah, I don't really like that. The next thing I don't really like about the Lamborghini, obviously, it's got carbon ceramic brakes, which is obviously amazing for if you're pushing the car hard, but they squeak all the time. Yeah. If someone doesn't really understand what carbon ceramics are, they're gonna think, "Rah, what's wrong with your brakes?" But there's not really much wrong with it. It's just that the carbon ceramics will always squeak. Whether you're pulling off slowly, whatever you're doing, you're braking, they're just gonna keep on squeaking and squeaking and squeaking. And where everyone's used to normal cars, it just doesn't sound great. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. The last thing I'm not really a massive fan of is how this sunroof opens. Like, it doesn't open much. You know, there's a second piece of glass here, but it's just not great. It's just not great. Obviously, I understand due to the shape of the car, there's not much they could have done, and this is how most Audi sunroofs are. But you know, even the GLE, a massive just one piece of glass that slides back, it's just a much better experience. So yeah, those are the 5 things that I didn't like about this Lamborghini Urus.